Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Kelsey. Today I'm going to guide you through a yoga practice that is great if you're looking to improve your mobility. So we're going to be doing poses that give you a really nice stretch and improve your range of motion, give you more range of motion, but we're also going to be pairing this with poses that strengthen and stabilize your joints. So this is a great practice to do if you're a beginner and you're trying to improve your flexibility and your mobility. It's also great if you exercise often, if you lift weights, if you're a runner, just to make sure that you can do those exercises, do those movement practices that you enjoy to the best of your ability and make sure that your body is in tip-top shape. So we're going to go ahead and get started in a comfortable seat. If you have something to sit up on, you're more comfortable sitting on something, you're welcome to do that. Find a nice tall spine, drop the shoulders back and down away from your neck, and bring your fingertips down beside you. On your next breath in, reach your arms out and up. Upward salute, palms together overhead. Exhale, roll out your wrists as you float your arms down to the mat again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, float the arms down, roll out your wrists. Warming up the shoulders, warming up the wrists. Breathe in, upward salute, arms up. Exhale, roll out your wrists. Maybe go the opposite way if you notice that you tend to go one direction. 2 more, breathe in. Breathe out. Last one. And exhale. With your arms down beside you, reach your right arm out to the side, or your right leg out to the side. Bring your left heel in towards your groin, so your legs are going wider than the width of your hips. Flex back through your right toes. And then bring your right arm onto your right leg. Inhale, reach your left hand out and up. Exhale and lean over into a side bend towards your right leg. Breathe into your left side body. Feel grounded through your left hip. Try to feel the left thigh drawing down towards your mat. And then from here, bring your left hand behind your head, point your left elbow towards the ceiling, lean back with your left hand and your left arm. And then exhale, bring your left elbow towards your right knee. It doesn't have to touch, you're just trying to crunch it in. Inhale, open up, point the left elbow up. Exhale, left elbow to your right knee. Inhale, open up. Exhale and close. 2 more, breathe in, open. Breathe out, let it go. 1 more, breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale, open back up. And exhale, reach the left hand out and down to come out of the side bend. We're going to switch out the legs. Right leg comes in, left leg out. So again, legs going wider than the width of your hips. Flex the toes back. Bring your left arm down. Inhale, reach your right arm out and up. Exhale, lean over. A few breaths here. Grounded through your right hip and your right thigh. Bend the right elbow, bring your hand behind your head. Inhale, open your right elbow towards the ceiling. Exhale, right elbow to left knee. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Breathe in, open it up, lean back with the right shoulder. Exhale, close. 2 more, breathe in. Breathe out. Last one. Inhale, open back up. Exhale, reach the right hand out and down into upright. Bring your left leg in, crossing at the ankles or the shins again, sitting really however is comfortable. We'll just focus a little bit more on the neck for a moment. So drop the shoulders back and down away from your neck. Sit up nice and tall, lift the heart, and let your right ear drop over your right shoulder. As you exhale, let your chin drop down towards your throat. Roll your head through center, and then let your left ear drop over your left shoulder. Taking half neck circles. Exhale through center. Inhale to the right. Exhale through center. And inhale to the left. One more like this. Exhale center. Inhale right. Exhale center. Breathe in. Lean the head to the left. And then you can use your left hand to help your head come back up through center. From here, roll over to one hip or roll over your knees. Make your way into table. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees under your hips. If there's any discomfort in your knees here, you could pad your knees with a blanket or roll up your mat to make it a little bit thicker. Reach through your arms, spread your fingers nice and wide, press down through the tops of your feet. Inhale, lift your sits bones, drop your belly, pull your heart forward, lift your head, cow pose. Exhale, scoop your pelvis forward, round your spine, reach through your arms, chin towards your throat. Cat pose. Inhale into your cow pose, into that back bend, opening the front of your body, contracting the back of your body. Exhale, round your spine, press the floor away, contract through the front of your body as you expand your back body. A couple more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last round. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale back into your neutral tabletop pose. In your table, tuck your right toes under and reach back through your right heel. Extend back through your right leg. Press into that ankle, press into that heel to stretch out your calf. Take a couple of breaths here. Notice while you're here, if you're really just kind of sinking into the shoulders, letting the belly drop down, try to keep pressing the floor away from you and find some integrity in the core muscles by drawing the lower abdominals in. From here, lift your right leg, lift the toes, and take your toes in circles, going in one direction for a couple of breaths. And then the opposite way. Keep that right leg lifted and step your right foot between your hands. If you need to lift your right arm up to create space in your body like I just did, please do. Come to fingertips on your mat. And sometimes teachers will say to you to try to keep your knee over your ankle. Today, I want you to scoot your right foot back in space a little bit. And then as you send your hips forward and down into the lunge, try to keep your heel pressing down. Don't let the heel lift up off of the mat while sending your knee over the toes. So this is really good for ankle mobility, for knee mobility. Also getting a stretch into the front of the left hip. Keep reaching through your arms, lift your heart, lift your head, breathe. From here, press into your front leg, reach your arms forward and up into our low lunge, into the crescent low lunge. So now you're kind of pressing into that right foot to get the right knee over the ankle. Again, if it does go past and that feels okay in your knee, it's okay. Squeezing in through the inner thighs, scoop your pelvis forward, draw the lower abdominals in. Should be a nice stretch for the front of your left hip. One more breath in here. Exhale, bring your left hand down, keep your right arm up, look towards your right thumb into an easy twist. Option to keep your left knee down or tuck the left toes and lift your left knee. Reach back through that heel. Breathe. If you decided to lower your left knee, go ahead and lower it down. And then bring your right hand to the inside of your right leg this time. Spin on your left knee so that the toes point out towards the right slightly. And then reach your left arm up into a mini side angle, a nice stretch for the inside of the right thigh and hip. Opening through the front of the body. This is called an open twist. Maybe gaze goes up towards the left thumb. One more breath in. Exhale. Left hand down, pivot on the right knee, frame your hands over this right leg, and then shift your hips back, straighten your right leg any amount for half splits. Flex back through the toes, draw your heart forward, try to keep your back flat, try to avoid rounding forward. One more breath in. Exhale, roll through the front foot, and then we're going to step the right knee back, and we'll do that on the opposite side. Starting with the calf stretch, tuck the left toes, press back into the left heel to get the stretch at the ankle and the calf. Being sure to have the integrity in the upper body, strong arms, strong shoulders, strong core. And then we'll lift the left toes away from the mat, keeping the legs straight and taking our ankle in little circles. Go ahead and switch directions. Try to keep the left leg lifted as you draw the left knee in between the arms, step the left foot between the hands. Again, you can lift that left arm to create some space in the front of the body. Fingertips to the mat, or also if you have blocks, you could bring blocks underneath your hands, just like we did on the other side. Slide this left foot back in space slightly, and then as you send your hips forward, keep your left heel grounded. Don't let it lift up, and let the knee go past the ankle, maybe even over the toes. Lift up through the front of your body. Big stretch for the ankle. So good for the ankle mobility. Shoulders away from your neck, breathing. Now start to walk your hands back, shifting the left knee over the left ankle. Inhale, arms overhead into your low lunge. Remembering to press down through all of the parts of you touching your mat here. Squeeze the inner thighs in. Scoop the pelvis forward to get a nice stretch in the front of the right hip, and then sending the hips forward any amount. A couple more breaths here. On your next exhale, bring your right hand down to the mat. Reach your left hand up, look towards your left thumb, easy twist. Option to tuck the right toes, lift the back knee. Reach back through that left heel. A couple of breaths here. On your next exhale, bring your left hand down to the inside of your left leg, lower your right knee, pivot on your right knee. And then inhale, open the right arm up, look towards your right hand. Open twist towards the right. Big stretch for the inner thigh, like a mini side angle. Exhale, right hand down, pivot on that back knee, frame your hands over your left leg, and then shift your hips back, straighten the front leg any amount for half splits, flex back through the toes. Keep pressing down through the top of the right foot, keep lengthening out through your spine. Maybe find a smile as you breathe. Taking such good care of your body with this practice. One more breath in. Exhale, roll through the front foot, walk the hands forward. We're going to step the left knee back into table. From here, making our way into downward dog. Spread the fingers nice and wide, reach through the arms, tuck the toes, send the hips up and back. And release the weight of your head. Breathe here. If you feel like you need some more movement, you can alternate the bends of your knees. Shift the hips side to side. Spread your shoulder blades apart. Try to take a couple more breaths here in stillness. Next breath in, look towards your hands and step to the top of your mat, any amount of steps that you want to take to get there. And then as you arrive, fold over your legs, release the weight of your head, maybe grab opposite elbow with opposite hand and allow yourself to just dangle like a rag doll. Uttanasana, forward fold. Stretching out every spot in the back body from the soles of the feet, the ankles, the calves, the hamstrings, all the way to the lower back, mid back, upper back, your neck, even the back of your head, stretching the entire posterior chain. Release your hands, fingertips or palms to your mat. Heel toe your feet out to the side so they're wider than the width of your mat. Toes are pointing out, heels are pointing in. We're going to inhale, flatten out your back here. Exhale, sink your hips down, keep your heart lifted, keep your head lifted into Malasana. It's kind of like a froggy squat. Inhale, lift your hips, keep your back straight. Exhale, bend your knees, sink your hips as low as they can go. Your heels might lift up, that's okay. Over time, you're going to try to work to keep the heels grounded. Inhale, lift, keep that back straight. Exhale, hips sink low. Excuse the creaky old floors in this room. 2 more, breathe in, lift the hips. Exhale, sink the hips low. 1 more, you got it. Inhale and exhale. Now inhale, press into your feet, lift your hips. Heel toe your feet back underneath your hips. And inhale, rise up to mountain pose. Take a pause whenever you get there. Feel that rush of energy from the crown of your head to your feet, letting the blood flow the natural way. Letting your heart rate calm down a little bit. We'll practice just a little bit of balance. So I'm going to turn to face you. You're welcome to stay facing the front of your mat. Find mountain pose. Standing up nice and tall, grounded through both feet evenly, lifting up through the front of your body, grounding down through the back of your body. Take this same integrity that you feel with the balance between both of your feet, shift it over into your left leg. And then start to lift your right heel, bending the right knee. See if you can lift the right toes, letting them hover away from the mat. If you want a little bit more, try to draw your knee in towards your body. You're going to feel the hip flexors working really hard here. Flex back through the toes. Hands can be at your waistline, or you could have hands at heart center. And then we're going to take the right knee out to the side, down, forward and up, out to the side, down, forward and up. Keep breathing. 1 more in this direction, and then we'll reverse. Next time your knee is in front of you, bring the leg down, open the knee out, bring it forward and down, out, up, forward, down. Last one. Step the right foot down. You might find that you kind of want to tick-tock your hips side to side, or maybe around in circles. That's normal. Give yourself what you need to feel a release in that left leg. Coming back to stillness and mountain pose, find stability, find some balance. Upward lift in the front of your body, grounding down in the back of your body. Shift your weight over into your right leg this time. Lift the left heel. Don't let this left hip drop down, so we're not doing this. Keeping the integrity through that right leg. Maybe lift the left toes, let them hover, or squeeze with the lower abdominals and the hip flexor to lift the knee. Flex through the toes. Find the placement of your hands that feels supportive to you. You could also do this at a wall if you have a wall close by. And then inhale, left knee out, down. Exhale, pull it forward and up. Breathe in the way that makes sense to you. Just keep breathing as you take these circles, out, down, forward and up. One more. And then we're going to drop the knee down, move the knee out, lift it up, draw it in. 2 more times. Down, out, forward. Last one. Whew. Step the left foot down. Again, shift your hips side to side. We're going to come back into that malasana. So I'm turning to face the front of my mat. Toes point out, heels point in. Start to drop your hips down. Try to lower down with as much control as you can. Either fingertips to the mat or reaching the arms forward. Depending on what your mobility is currently like, you can bring your hands behind you and lower your hips to the mat this way. Or for an added challenge, keep your arms reaching out, flex back through your toes, squeeze the knees open, and just lean back until you find your hips on the mat and then soles of your feet in front of you on the mat. Great job. Even if you rocked back and rocked back up, it's totally fine and normal if that was your first time doing that. Over time, you want to try to do it with some control, but it's also fun to just see what happens, right? To just let go of expectations. So finding a nice tall spine, lifting up through your heart. I'm using my arms on my knees to help this. Draw in through the lower abdominals, shoulders back and down. Bring your hands behind your thighs and then lean back with a flat back. Don't let the spine round. Keep lifting up through your heart. See if you can lift your heels, come onto the toes. Feel your abdominals switching on even more now. You can stay here if this is enough for you, or you could lift the right shin parallel to the mat. And then tap the toes down, lifting the left shin parallel to the mat, and then tapping the toes down. Either doing that a couple more times or seeing if you can lift both shins parallel to the mat. Option to keep your hands behind your thighs, or you could reach your arms forward along the sides of your shins. 2 more breaths. One more breath in. Exhale, feet to the mat, soles of the feet together, knees go apart. Lift up through your heart space. Draw the shoulders back and down. Use your exhale to send your heart forward. Walk your hands forward into your butterfly fold. Release the weight of your head. Breathe in a way that feels good to you. Starting to slow things down. Just letting gravity pull you as close to your legs as you can be. One more breath in and out. Press your hands into your mat to slowly lift your head and your upper body away from your legs. And then from here, use your hands underneath your knees to help close your legs like a book. And then scoot yourself to the center of your mat so that you have plenty of room behind you. And you can use your hands behind your thighs to slowly recline down onto your back. Take a couple of breaths whenever you get there to feel your back body relax into the support of the mat. Feet hip-width distance apart. We'll end our practice today with a reclined twist. Draw your left knee in towards your body. Extend your right leg long. Open your left arm out beside you, and then guide your left leg over to the right while keeping your chest facing the ceiling and lifting your left hip for it to stack on top of your right hip. A few breaths in the reclined twist. One more breath in. Exhale to roll towards your back. Extend your right leg. Draw your right knee in. Open your right arm out beside you, and then guide your right leg to the left for the twist on this side. Breathe into the spaces you feel opening. Chest stays open. Right hip goes to the left. One more breath in. And exhale. Roll back towards your mat. From here, you have really any option that you want to take for Shavasana available to you. That could be as simple as having your feet down on your mat here, knees pointing up towards the sky, constructive rest pose, or even extending your legs out long. I like to have my heels about the width of my mat, letting the toes flop out. Walk the shoulders away from your neck, arms resting beside you. Take up space. Another option could be legs up the wall or legs in the couch. Any way that you feel comfortable and supported so that you can rest here comfortably. Allow your breath to return to a natural rhythm. Let your body relax into the supports beneath you. And you'll hear my voice when it's time to come back into your space. And so until then, give yourself permission to let go and rest deeply here. Enjoy your Shavasana. Remaining just as you are, bring your awareness back to your breath. As you feel ready, start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, your wrists and your ankles, maybe nodding your head side to side as well. Let these movements get larger. Wake your body back up. Maybe take a big stretch with the arms overhead, breathing in. Breathe out, let it go. In your own time, draw your legs in towards your body. Roll over to your right and slowly press your way up to a comfortable seat. No hurries, no worries. Sitting up nice and tall whenever you do arrive. Dropping the shoulders back and down from your neck one more time, connecting with your breath. Noticing the impact of your practice on your body today. Find a sense of gratitude for yourself for prioritizing this time on your mat. So good for your body, for longevity of life and health. Also so good for your mind, for your emotions. And with that sense of gratitude in your heart, palms together in front of the heart, Anjali Mudra, take a breath in through the nose. Let it go with a sigh. When you feel ready, you can flutter your eyelids open. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today and allowing me to guide you. I hope this practice has served you well. Let me know how it went for you in the comments down below, and if there's any questions that you have about anything that we did or anything in particular that you're working on so I can incorporate it into a future class. If you haven't subscribed already, I put out a new class like this every single Sunday, and I hope that I will see you there in the near future. Thank you again. Namaste.